I'm the first independent candidate for the governor to be on the ballot since 1958. I'm running to give you a choice in this election. The choice I provide is for smaller, more accountable state government and for less federal government control over state affairs. Quite frankly, there isn't 2 cents worth of difference between Matt Mead and Pete Gosar. Both are progressive politicians. Both believe that government knows best what to do with your money. And both are part of the good old boy network that runs Wyoming. Mead even appointed Gosar to the powerful State Board of Education. Both Mead and Gosar are in favor of Common Core, which is the federal takeover of K-12 education in Wyoming. I will eradicate Common Core from Wyoming if I'm elected governor. Both Mead and Gosar are in favor of Medicaid expansion, an expensive program that could bankrupt Wyoming over the next decade. As governor, I will veto any attempt to implement Medicaid expansion in Wyoming. Both Mead and Gosar favor taking away your right to vote for the Superintendent of Public Instruction. I support keeping the Superintendent of Public Instruction as an elected official. Wyoming state government spending is out of control. Wyoming spends more than $19,000 for every K-12 student every year. The 6 states surrounding Wyoming spend an average of only $10,300 per year. And with all the money being spent, student achievement in Wyoming is just average. The progressive mantra that we must spend more on education to get a better result is simply a lie. And what's the money spent on? Special projects, boondoggles, studies, and more. Waste and corruption in the State Department of Education is simply out of control. And Game and Fish and WYDOT are 2 more bureaucracies that are unaccountable. If I'm elected governor, I will make the bureaucracies in Cheyenne smaller and less expensive. But as bad as state spending is, it's only the second most important issue facing the governor. The federal takeover of state authority for many issues has been going on for many years, but it's accelerated under Obama. In a few years, the Wyoming legislature might not have much to do. Issues like wildlife management, land use management, water use management, healthcare and education will no longer be decided by the state legislature. Edicts from Washington, D.C. will be the norm. If you elect Mead or Gosar, this trend will continue. But if you elect me, I will make sure that that does not happen. I will defy Washington, D.C. in those areas where they have no authority. I will do it by directing state employees to cease cooperation with federal agents in those areas. Mead's only pushback to federal overreach is to file lawsuits and then hope for the best, accepting whatever some black-robed judge in Washington, D.C. says. I won't accept that. Wyoming must control its lands, water, economy, health, and education systems, period. I'm Don Wills, independent candidate for governor. If you elect me your next governor, I will put Wyoming on a more independent and frugal path. Thanks for listening.